All right. Well, let's see if this even picks up well because of how it's oriented right now. Go ahead, speak, talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess that's good enough for now. You're gonna just speak up a little bit more if you can.
Okay.
Okay. So, Andres,
Yeah.
I think you have a good conversation starter for this.
Just remind me what it was.
Fucking sweet start. What video game did you find recently, or trailer that you told me about? Surprisingly enough.
All right. So Blaze Blue is getting ready.
I'm sorry, Braise Brew?
Huh?
That's about right.
Mhm. Gotta get those phonetics in right.
Gotta get those phonetics in.
Blaze Blue prepares for combat battle with our Persona 4 people, Ruby, Night in Birth, whatever.
It's Under Night in Birth. I've played that game, it's actually
Okay.
pretty good.
Underbirth, got it.
No, not Under Birth. Under Night in Birth. Don't change the title, because it gets bad if you do.
Okay.
It's a fun game. I'll show you some stuff. It looks really cool.
Okay, so yeah, apparently Rooster Teeth is really moving out into the video.
Rooster Teeth is fucking making moves.
They're making moves. They're gonna finally be getting some income on video games and direction. I mean,
Well,
besides Crescent Moon, but that wasn't too promising.
Wait, it wasn't called Crescent Moon, was it? I thought it was no, Grim Eclipse.
Grim Eclipse, right?
I mean, you had the moon, but wrong phase.
Right.
In total, just wrong phase. I don't know. This may make me, depending on who they put into the Ruby side of it, I may check out. I may have to go back to watching Ruby because I stopped on the third season. I think I stopped near the end, where a lot of really important shit happens.
Yeah, and
It just
the obvious spoilers too, being people got hurt.
I know what happened, but I
Okay.
just don't want to see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, it just the action was always the draw for me, but the action went down because of very simple reasons that the main action director and director behind the whole series died. Bonnie Ohm.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, that fucking sucked, and I hate to think that I stopped watching because the action's no good because he died. I feel that feels like such a dick reason.
Well, people came for the action realistically.
Yeah.
If you were going for a strong story, that wasn't really happening.
It really wasn't.
Though towards the end of season 3, they were actually getting something towards actually making things happen, and it's not deep or anything, but it's a little more.
Stuff's happening.
Don't want to say convoluted either, but apparently things are really tailored to how people are going to be fighting. Because
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'll guess I'll have to check it out again.
Yeah.
But I wonder how big the cast of this game is going to be. Because there's 4 different fucking series in there. There's Blaze Blue. Obviously, Ragna and Jin are going to be in it because they're the poster boys of Blaze Blue. We know Ruby is going to be in it from Ruby.
yeah, why wouldn't it?
The
be
main
amazing?
character from Under Night in Birth. And you... What's that? I forget his last name. You from Persona 4. The main character from fucking
Right.
Persona 4.
Why wouldn't you include the main characters though? I mean, that's not something that.
No, I mean, it's
happen.
not. But that's 2 for Blaze Blue, and that's 1 from each series already. Who else are they going to put in there? How are they going to divvy it up? Because I would like to see Roman from Ruby in there. Because I think he'd have some really cool parries and defensive stuff from what he does in the show. I feel I only say that because of that one fight he had with Sun Wukong and Blake, where he's just fucking parrying everything like a super badass.
No, I think Kane's pretty cool anyway.
A Kane would be cool, and he could have some really cool zoning stuff with the gun form. Every character in Ruby's going to have some form of zoning, depending on how they put in there, because every single weapon's a fucking gun. Everyone's going to have a projectile. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing yet.
People say projectiles off whenever you fight or something like that.
Well,
no items.
Well, because in anime fighting games, zoning can always get really bad if the character is designed to zone. In Blaze Blue, there's a character called New 13, and she's a zoning character, and she has really strong zoning tools, and it's really annoying to deal with. That's fucking bad, man. It kind of makes the game unfun to watch. Because they have they have projectiles that are a button that like come in from any side on the screen.
Hmm.
It's not an input. You just hit the button and you do it. It's like, well, I don't want to
Yeah.
watch this.
People need those dash get over fast sort of
They
thing
do.
crap.
Well,
Yeah.
because there's every character in the game has a. I think Hakumen's the only one who doesn't have a dash, and if you hold it, you run. I think he just has like a proper dash.
Like zoning mechanics, there should be something where it's like if you're too close, the zone will miss.
Yeah, depending. Well, I think that
That should be like a general rule. I think.
no, that happens with a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
I think Injustice is one of the few that has just like a lot of pure zoning dominance, depending on who you play, kind of thing. But Street Fighter V kind of is like, all right, zoning. Now fuck that. You can try, but it's not gonna work. The game just isn't designed for that. Like Dalsum, a character that's typically for zoning, his fireball doesn't even go straight anymore. It like goes up in like in an arc. So to get a straight fireball, you have to EX it, and that uses a whole meter. It's not really worth it.
No, just get up close and do it.
Pretty much, the game really is just like be aggressive, get in there, do your work, and that makes it kind of fun to watch because it makes every playstyle really aggressive. But sometimes it's like, or maybe it's a little too aggressive. Maybe I kind of want to see it slow down a little bit. And depending on who you play, can really make that happen.
Personally, I never really felt like the animated games where they go like really fast and hard in the crap.
Hmm.
Like previously, you like talked about like Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, personally, I'm not really a fan of how fast the game goes. Like just a whole bunch of extra stuff, really.
Yeah. Wait, then do you like Skullgirls?
Huh?
Skullgirls?
Skullgirls is alright.
Skullgirls is a little bit slower.
It's a little bit slower.
It's a little
You
bit
know, you
slower.
actually got.
You can see what's happening sometimes.
Yeah, the executions are like a little bit harder, but you know, it's,
That's true.
all in all, you know, I don't mind being over the top, but you know, personally,
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
I will be a little bit of one of those basic kind of people that's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat kind of, you know, like hey, that's cool.
Okay, fair enough. You like fighting games from a distance. You are the common market.
Yeah, common market.
You-
That's
that's
what I'm going for.
Yeah,
I don't
you
I don't want to
you
label
don't-
myself as lowest common denominator, but you know, I'm not a connoisseur, man.
No, I know what you mean. Like, the whole thing with anime fighting games is when it comes to mix-ups, which is like my main issue with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, is that the mix-ups in anime fighting games they're kind of hard to see sometimes, but they are never like obstructed by another character like in Marvel, where you call an assist and then you do something and it's like, I don't even know where the fuck I was supposed to block that. Oh, it hit behind me? How the fuck did that happen? Stuff like that.
Yeah, and
That's to me that's garbage, and I think that's stupid. So I don't know how. Well, also, if you don't like a lot of fast-paced stuff, you're probably not going to be a huge fan of the new Dragon Ball Z game, because
Yeah.
I don't think it's as fast. It's probably closer to Skullgirls in terms of speed, and but it's really hard to tell right now. I've seen like a little bit of quote-unquote tournament footage because they had a tournament at Evo with the 6 characters
Right.
that are available.
Well, fast paced might not be exactly the word for it, but it's definitely more chaotic in some cases.
Okay, I think the term that I like to use a lot for describing it is you don't like the ambiguity of what's happening.
That's actually a very fair thing to say.
It's
Like,
too ambiguous.
if it's really fast, but it's 1 versus 1,
that's fine.
that's fine. You
That-
can definitely keep up with
Then
that.
anime fighting games are fine for you because that's what it is. It's hard to tell sometimes where to block, but it's never impossible. Like in fucking Marvel, where there are actually unblockable setups you can do in that game. Like I think one is there's a guy named Apology Man who was a really good player. He has a team that's Firebrand and Super Scroll, and if he kills your character and he has Firebrand out, he'll do a thing where on your incoming, where your character comes in from off screen, he'll have Super Scroll do a move called the Meat Tenderizer, where it's like a bunch of rapid punches, and it'll do it angled up, so when your character's coming in, you have to block it. But the thing is, while you're blocking it, what he'll do is Firebrand has a move called the Kidnap. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but it's basically he'll go in the air and it's like an unblockable grab because it has a charge time, but you can't get out of the blocking of Super Scroll. So by the time you have your move done, Super Scroll just ends the assist. So it's completely unblockable, and there's nothing you can do about it and get fucked. It's the one reason I don't like Marvel.
Shame, only mitigate. I got it.
That, I guess I can talk about Evo real quick because that wrapped up. Tekken 7 was fucking awesome and it was really good. They had some pretty interesting stuff there. I'm a little sad that 2 Jacks made it into Grand Finals, the character. So, there wasn't a mirror match, thankfully. But there were 2 Jacks in it. So it's like, well, in the whole cast, really? Alright, I know he's really good, but please no, I don't want this here. That, Marvel was basically just as disappointing as I thought it was going to be. It had surprised me, but then it had unsurprised me immediately. Because it wasn't the same people who always make top 8, which is really awesome. There was Chris G and Ryan LV who always make it. But this time, there were a couple new people. They didn't last long and got the shit kicked out of them because that's Marvel. But I was very disappointed that 3 Phoenix teams made it into top 8. And by that I mean there were 3 players who had Phoenix on their team, and I told you Phoenix is gimmick, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So that was disappointing as hell to see. But even more than that, there was I'm not 100%, but I think it was a mirror match. A Phoenix team mirror match where they had the same team composition. It may have been in like a different order, but they had the same 3 characters. That fucking sucked. And I was just like, well, okay, fucking last year of Marvel, so who cares? I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck this game. Fuck this community. Not this community, but fuck the game. God, it's so annoying to see that. It's a 3-man team and I get a mirror match in top 8 at EVO. I can't get any fucking variety? Come on.
Not doing so good with their video games, not doing so good with their comics.
Marvel?
The only thing Marvel's really got going for them right now is like the cinematic universe.
That's what they need right now. They're making fucking money off that.
That is all that they really need, but
it would be nice to...
It would be nice to see some changes. It would be nice to see some upgrades.
I think the thing with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is not so much Marvel's fault so much as it is Capcom's fault. Because it's not like Marvel's making the game. Capcom's making it, or publishing it, and Marvel's just allowing them to use their characters.
They're being really lazy with it.
Yeah, kind of.
Just like every
They're
single
being really
remaster of Dead Rising. And
fuck off. But yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think that I don't think Capcom's fucking up this year. I really don't, because I think Street Fighter V is still good. It's really fun, and they really support. They do a lot for the FGC. Not in terms of like, maybe not so much in terms of like personal interaction or like a lot of shit like that, but just in terms of like, man, at EVO this year for top 8, they had a special stage in the game. Like an EVO stage. So it's like, well, they clearly, either they care or they're doing it just to look like they care, either or. But it's still awesome to know that there is a special stage for EVO. That's really awesome, and I appreciated that. I don't care what anybody says. I'm trying to think of anything else happened at EVO other than the character reveals of Abigail and Geese Howard. What do you think about Abigail?
Abigail's somebody special.
He's someone special?
Someone special. He's got muscle in a lot of the right places. Probably not enough muscle in all of the places. All in all, he made the smartest decision for his life.
Yeah.
Go with his muscles.
Go with his muscles. Beef up, boy. Beefy boys. I don't know. I may play him. He looks fun. I still need to find a character I want to actually play as in that game anyway. Because I really just don't know. That Geese Howard looks awesome, and I'm disappointed that it wasn't Kiryu from Yakuza 5. Maybe he'll be the other DLC character, because there's one more coming. Maybe that'll be him, and then my life will be complete, and I can play as Kiryu forever.
Get a couple of guest fighters on there.
Well, they have 2.
Get a couple more.
There you go. Get a couple more. Please get a couple more. But I'll be happy with Geese Howard because Geese Howard looks awesome. God, I love that counter so much. Predictable. I think that's all I really got for that. I mean, there's a lot of other shit that happened in Evo, but I don't really know much.
I understand that.
I need to go look at. There's some other like some side tournaments I want to go check out. I think Skullgirls had a little side tournament. I'm fairly certain, but I don't know. I have to look.
Some interesting stuff has been happening this week. Something's not really material, or not that it isn't like material related, where it's like it's a movie, it's a game, anything like that. Because it was just like you probably have never really followed the series Doctor Who or whatever, but people are like getting upset because
what? Why?
Because like apparently the new Doctor is going to be a woman, so. Well, I'm saying apparently, like it's not confirmed,
Christ.
but it's something that we really can't really get upset about because it's kind of happened before in like a special, but like all in all, it's not something that's been more of a constant thing.
Why would people get upset about that?
People are upset probably because they think like the shoehorn exists. You know what I mean by like a shoehorn, yeah?
Kind of like all female Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, kind of like that, where it's just like, let's do this.
We gotta
it's necessary.
Listen. We're gonna get shit on if it's only men. Let's put a woman in.
That sort of thing, probably.
It's safety. Is that what it is?
Well, the thing is that a lot of people are afraid that this didn't happen organically. Like somebody wasn't thinking, hey, the next one, let's make it a woman.
It's really at this point.
It's like no, we gotta hold back the tides because people are gonna be upset. Because it hasn't been a woman, it's still gonna be a dude. And then there was even like a teaser of somebody else who it really didn't end up being, and people were just like, oh look, it's another white man. So
I feel like in this day and age, it's really hard to like 100% believe any sort of medium of like, especially movies or TV shows, that they're doing something 100% genuinely.
Oh yeah, that kind of comes with like the territory of making things because people are gonna base off of what they know, and we gotta be honest, dude. Like a large population of England is really really white, and they actually do really good in the representation for like the show.
Yeah,
I haven't been watching it as of recently because it just sort of became more and more obviously political, and it's
really?
Just like
I didn't watch any
like
of it.
There's some things where it's just like when you start watching it, it feels like that there's too much just put in there for the sake of being like, hey, people are talking about this sort of thing, so let's include this sort of thing in
that Doctor Who episode where one of the really important characters in the universe fucked that pig, right? Is that what happened?
That's Black Mirror, but yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
it's the same kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I only really hear good things about Black Mirror.
Black Mirror has some really good things going for it, but then at some points it just feels like it just drops off really easily because some of the stories can be told without nearly as much as what they add to it, so it just feels like people are gratuitously spending money to make things seem nice. Like, all right, so there's one episode where it's like
wait, I have a question for you though. How much have you seen of it? Because I haven't seen any of it.
I've seen like the first season and a half, and then like a spot of episodes somewhere around season 3.
Okay, go ahead. So, if you talk about one, go ahead. Full spoilers because I don't give shit.
Full disclosure. So basically, there's this one episode where everybody's underground. That you gotta use the bicycles to power the lights. Well, it's implied that it's underground because you never really see the outside world, and it's kind of suspicious as to if you actually do see the outside world at the end, or if it's just television mirrors and stuff. But basically what happens is that there's civilization basically runs off of bikes. And if you, turn into a lemon, which basically means you kind of get fat, and then you have to, do cleanup duty basically for everybody. You wear like a little yellow uniform. You're a lemon basically because you're fat.
Okay.
So basically they value people that can ride the bicycles.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Are there jobs in this society other than bikers and lemons?
Well, you see, the thing is, the bikers run the power, so there's very few ways to get out. One of them is, being an entertainer. So that's like going on a TV show for, like kind of like America's Got Talent.
How would you ever get fat?
People give up, I guess. People get too gratuitous about things, and there's still plenty of things to get like distracted with.
So is it good living in the tunnels?
Well, it's not necessarily good living. Everything is technologically advanced, but the point is that There's so much of it that it's just like, why don't you just simplify this stuff?
Okay, I have a comparison just to kind of get it all wrapped up in my mind. Is it kind of like our society without buildings and we're just underground?
You never see somebody outside, so...
Well, I just mean like in terms of what technology we have and what it looks like. Is it like this but underground?
It looks like a building. You don't see any windows. All you see is...
It's just walls.
TVs on walls, basically. So
Okay.
you got a whole bunch of those. Now, they hammered the dystopian part pretty well and pretty easily because they try to shove information down your throat by making commercials that happen in your own room compulsory. So it's like if you skip it, then you spend a little bit of your bicycling miles because that's your currency. So if you bicycle, If you bicycle to power the city, or power the civilization, that's your money. And they have television that goes on. So you get adverts, even porn, and if you skip the porn, it costs you money, basically. And you can't leave your room while it's running, because someone has tried, and it doesn't work.
Who would skip the porn? Unless it's gay.
The main character would. You know why?
What a pussy.
You want to know? Do you want... obviously, no spoilers. Okay,
so... What, was parents fucking on the screen?
Even worse, some real cuck shit happened.
Oh, really? Oh, was it... Oh, wait, was it he had to watch his wife get fucked?
He didn't have a wife. So, basically what happened was that...
Okay, I'm looking at the readout. I got really excited. That would have been awesome if he had to watch his own wife get fucked, then keep pedaling.
All right, real quick run through. All right, so it's like he's not on the machines. He's in his bedroom, trying to enjoy himself, doing whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, sometimes that, sometimes other things.
I did the jerking off motion for all the listeners.
Yeah, he was doing it with his pants on.
Ew.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's sitting across from me on the table, so you never know. You never know. So,
Andres, I put my hand in the air and did it.
Dude, I'm wearing glasses.
You don't
know what I could miss.
Fuck you. Continue with the bullshit.
So, quick rundown. Main character, brother dies, so the miles transfer over to him, so he has a lot of money. He's cycling. One day he notices somebody. She's a really good singer. He hears her singing in the bathroom. Who knows why they're sharing bathrooms? But, everybody uses a different set of bathrooms, I guess.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Do you just live in your room?
You live in your room, and then you come outside, and there's a row of cycling machines, basically.
Huh. Interesting.
Because, that's your job, so,
Well, unless you get fat for some reason.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Apparently some people really stress themselves out. Some people don't go biking enough, and then, they don't really elaborate on it, and a lot of it's just supposed to be a lot of symbolism, I suppose. So
symbolism?
Yeah. Symbolism. So I suppose that it's not really anything that's, don't mind the tiny details about it. So,
but I feel like the tiny details are what make these kinds of shows work.
I would say about so too, but it's like Black Mirror really wants to reach out there. And that's also part of, where I kind of got my main issue of they tried to make it too advanced, is that they had a lot of extra technology that really probably sucks up electricity like crazy.
Like what?
So you can just do a little finger motion, and then that automatically disposes toothpaste without, actually using a toothpaste dispenser.
What the fuck?
Just go ahead and use a mechanical toothpaste dispenser is what I think,
What? Just use your fucking hand.
Hands, yeah.
Just get your fucking hand in there. What? First of all, who would need a mechanical toothpaste dispenser?
Alright, so if it's the future and you want convenience, go ahead and have technology do the convenience, but do it no electricity technology, where you just go on ahead and press your little toothbrush against the freaking pole and get toothpaste.
Against what is basically a soap dispenser with toothpaste.
Yes, I've seen those sorts of things.
It's not even electronic, it's just plastic.
If we're going for convenience for the future, that is the future.
There you go.
And it still costs you whatever, so it's like they want
$20.
Sure, 20 little pedals or whatever.
20 miles.
So anyhow, basically what happens is that he's got a lot of money. He's like, I see you're a good singer, so he goes on ahead. He gives her a free he gives her money, go on a show. Hey, go on ahead and do it. And on the guest show for the talent show is basically one of the porn producers. He's like, you do really good in porn. So, I'd
like to hear you sing, girl.
And it's suggested that they drug their contestants before they put them on stage to make them compliant. So he goes on ahead and, he She accepts because she doesn't really have a choice in it. So obviously the dude gets depressed, and all of a sudden porn shows up on his TV, and it's her, and he feels cucked as hell. And he can't leave his room because it's compulsory. He spent all of his tickets basically, so he can't skip it either.
Haha, get fucked.
Yeah. So then he basically kills himself to get. Doesn't actually kill himself. Basically almost kills himself trying to get another ticket. Gets up on show. It gets really preachy, but.
Wait, he almost kills himself to get a ticket to skip the porn.
He doesn't want to skip the porn. He wants to show back up on the show again this time. Like, he wants to get up on stage.
Okay.
Where she was, and
Why?
he basically... It ends really edgy. Like, he has a piece of broken glass from his room, holds it up to his throat, and he's like, I'll kill myself on stage. I just gotta say this thing. Then everyone applauds him, and it's like, wow, that was a really great performance. How would you like to speak to the rest of everybody, like twice a week? And he accepts. And then it ends with him, like having his new career.
Okay, this sounds really fucking stupid.
It's really fucking stupid. It gets really dark.
Maybe
really pulls on those heartstrings.
I've heard there are some bad episodes. Maybe that's one of them because that sounds really dumb. Maybe I'd have to watch it for myself. I don't know, but that sounds kind of dumb to me.
I gotta admit, like during Black Mirror, there are a lot of really dumb moments in every episode, and I kind of feel like you gotta turn off your brain a little bit to enjoy it. But I'm fairly optimistic in
But okay, from everything I've heard about it though, it kind of wants you to dwell on what they're doing.
Sure. And there's actually one fairly good episode of Black Mirror that
Only
does
one.
that. Like one that comes immediately to mind.
Okay.
And it's a complete episode of people getting blackmailed into doing things just for entertainment, basically.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that showed up on probably did.
All right, so it's just like some dude, he goes online. Eventually, he gets a message saying, "Hey, we have evidence of this." It basically looks like he's just
Go
jacking
fuck this pig.
It basically looks like he's just jacking off to regular porn, and then it goes from one thing leads to another, and he gets bribed to go with some other guy to rob a bank, to go out into the middle of the woods for him and some other dude to fight to the death on camera. And then it turns out, all in the end, these people are pretty fucking terrible. Actually, they're not just being blackmailed over simple things. Well, one of them is a little bit more simpler than other things. But basically, at the end of the episode, the dude that you felt sorry for that was blackmailed the entire time, he wasn't jacking the regular porn, he was jacking that pedophilia porn.
Okay, alright. Jeez.
So yeah,
That's that's almost Twilight Zone shit.
Yeah, almost Twilight Zone shit, I'd say. But the whole thing of blackmail kind of really gets you thinking about things.
I have a point on that though of alright, listen. You got caught jerking off and they want to blackmail you. My response would be, well, to that scenario without knowing that it was pedophilia porn. Okay, you caught him jacking off. Who fucking cares?
They made a mention of that, yeah.
It's okay, what was the response to it?
Originally it was one of the guys that he was riding around town with, and he was just like, yeah, that's all they caught you with. All they got is a video of you jacking. Basically, it's I cheated on somebody. That's what they have over me, which that's pretty minor, I think. That's. I suppose that's probably why they didn't put him to go in the fight to the death or whatever.
It just feels like if all they caught of him was him jerking off, this episode is just kind of just say no. Did they actually catch him on video jerking off 2 kids, or was that just something you find out later?
Well, they show you that they caught the video of it, but they don't show you what the content was about it. You assume it's just regular porn until the very end.
Okay, so the blackmailers did catch the video he was watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at the very end too. They give a really quick hint about it, and it was just you two, and it was the dude he was fighting was another pedophile basically. He fought the pedophiles fought to death.
Oh my god.
Pedophiles fought to death. Some lady that was in the office or whatever, she was extremely racist one way or another. Dude that was driving around town, he basically cheated on somebody. That's about all they had.
So
and everybody gets revealed in the end because everyone that was trying to blackmail them online, they were just like, hey, look, they just sent him a troll face. They're just like, hey. And they released the content anyways. Because at the very end, this the kid, he's walking, and then he gets a phone call with his mom, And she's like, they were just kids. And then you can hear the police sirens, so, you know.
That's fucked up. Also, so with the whole getting caught jerking off to kids thing, was it like did he like secretly acquire the pornography, or was it just on the internet?
Guess it was on the deep web or something.
Deep web. I feel like that's not nearly as bad as like him just.
Pretty fucking terrible, but yeah.
No, I mean,
I don't
but
know.
like as far as they could have gone with it, they could have just made him an actual kid snatcher.
Yeah, they
I
probably
feel-
wanted to do that twist at the end. Is probably why they decided to make it look like it wasn't, you know.
They were just kids. Well, listen, it's not my fault they got fucked on the internet.
Heartless dude.
Listen, just because I found the video doesn't mean that it's my fault.
You were in possession.
Listen, it was hot. I thought they were 18. The
They were-
video title said 18, man.
Warning at the bottom of the page says everyone's 18, even if they say otherwise.
How old are you? Beep. It's like, I guess that means they're 18.
So yeah, I guess you really do have to turn off your brain for that episode too, just for that quick moment of, hey, you know, this stuff's on the internet. Because I mean, it's still on the internet, I bet. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
probably not to the ease of degree where it's just like, hey, you know, we're gonna manipulate your life now because you know we found out you did this thing.
Also, how did they catch him jacking off? What, do you have a window open?
He had his like computer on. They found him through the computer.
What?
Because his sister was using his computer for something, went ahead and tried to clear it out. And, you know, obviously when you get software to clean something out, you know, you gotta check your software. If you
Wait,
don't check your software,
wait, hold on. Now,
you download a spyware.
No, now I'm confused. Did they catch him watching the video from his own computer?
Yes.
How did they see the video?
They had his computer hacked or whatever. They didn't show the other side of it. This is
Wait,
like a lot.
what?
Look,
So
dude,
is
I know
this-
that Black Mirror is
so-
supposed to be about a lot of questions, but you're basically asking, how did this dude get caught?
Yeah.
It's online. The dude had his information. He was doing things from his computer.
But did they catch him from the webcam on his computer?
Yes,
But how did they see the video?
from his computer, I guess.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Let's chalk it up to the government.
No, fuck
surveillance.
off. You can't do that. I have my questions and they deserve to be answered. I want to know if that's possible. Fuck you, Black Mirror.
Well, NSA, is it possible?
Yeah. Hey, NSA, I know you can hear this shit. Fucking answer my questions. I know you can hear me. We're in this room. I got my phone on. Fuck you. Eagle Eye.
Get a really quick text.
Yes, it's possible. Oh, shit. They know. Okay. Now,
That's why all those Venmos of Nico Nee never go through.
wait, what? I've never heard of
Or,
that.
was it Venmo? I remember reading about something where apparently if you try to pay somebody over like PayPal or because you use the like if you use the words Nico Nee, they suspect that you're using it as code for here's the drugs or something like that.
What the fuck?
So they stop your payment.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a rumor, just a rumor.
You want to find out? If
No.
if I Venmo you $25 and then but you have to Venmo me it back or get me food. You fuck. That reminds me, I was looking at Patreon this week
Oh,
because I was thinking about doing some I was of putting some money towards some content creators.
okay.
So there's one guy I was looking at named Plague of Gripes. He's like an artist and he does a bunch of YouTube stuff. He's pretty funny. He's done a lot of videos with the Super Best Friends, so I know he's pretty good.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I want to do. So have you ever used Patreon before?
I have not used Patreon to pay for things.
No. But have you? Well, it's not like you pay for it. It's like a subscription thing.
Yeah, you pay for it monthly.
Yeah,
Right.
to a creator.
To a creator.
Yeah.
I have not done that.
Okay, imagine Kickstarter, but the things you get are like constant because it's a subscription. So
No, I
like,
understand.
there's for Plague of Gripes, I don't remember which reward tier. I think it was like $25 or something a month. You get like access to, I think like you get an email so you can communicate with him like daily or like whatever have you on stuff. And at the $50 mark, you get like access to his Discord, so you can like talk to him about like what he's doing or if he's working on your stuff.
Yeah.
But you also get a sketch, and you also get a one-time thing of like a full picture he can have done of you or for you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I was thinking about doing that, but the thing is, like, I wanted to see if he had a commission thing,
Mhm.
because I would really like a picture or like a drawing done from him, but I really don't want to pay $50 a month to him, because I don't think I'm going to use all the other stuff on there, but I would like something done in his art style, because I think he's pretty good. Also, he does a bunch of weird shit, so, big fan.
No, I understand that. I support small business, so I should probably start thinking about doing Patreon a little bit more.
It really depends, because a lot of people on Patreon are like, it's kind of like, all like the really sad stuff on Kickstarter of like people like basically begging for money.
That's Patreon, kind of.
Yeah, but like a lot of good people are also on Patreon, because like with Plague of Gripes or this other guy, Mr. Klimps, he does like video review stuff on YouTube and whatnot, and he has really funny videos, and he's a nice guy. And his Patreon rewards are actually very reasonable. Like he has a $1 reward and he has a $3 reward, and that's it. And you can choose to pay above that. Like I can pick the $1 reward and give him $10 a month. I would do the 3 because I want those benefits, and still give him 10 because that's not even that much. Because I don't know, I want him to make more videos, and more money towards him will help him do that. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I believe that sort of thing. Like I'm subscribed to some people on YouTube that I would probably donate to, just not to the degree of like $25.
No,
maybe like
not a month. I would give him like $25 once every now and again, but not once a month.
Yeah. And there are some of them where it's just like, hey, if the entire subscriber base, donates $1 a month, that's pays for everything.
It really does. But more than that, it's like the Patreon tells you how much they now make a month through all their Patreon subscribers.
Ooh.
Plague of Gripe is at like $2,700 a month, purely from Patreon, which is awesome because he's basically making a living off of Patreon. Like I'd love to be able to make that much money a month. But he's really talented, so he deserves it, and good for him for making it. Good for him for making it like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, gotta start up some projects then.
No, we won't.
Make some things happen.
Hey, you want to start?
I will do my own project one day. I gotta leave my name somehow.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be this podcast.
Fuck you. You saying this podcast isn't good enough for you? Fuck.
No, I'm just saying that's not gonna reach 10 people.
You don't know that. Let's go make a Patreon. We have a podcast. We'll make it better.
We ever get on Patreon, we better start from the beginning.
The beginning? What does that even mean?
It means basically all those really old James Franco videos that people complain to James Franco about. I probably wouldn't be able to survive those sorts of complaints.
Wait, what?
Yeah, not James Franco, Philip DeFranco, because it's like he's got like a really long history of whatever, and I don't want to be remembered for this stuff. I want to be remembered for achievements. You know what I mean? Not banter.
You would want to start all over again.
Yes.
Not start from the beginning.
Again. It's like going to Brazil or something. It's like, hey, who are you? And it's like, I don't know. Who am I?
But Andres, you have to accept those things.
Mm.
Running away doesn't solve the problem.
Oh no. But I know that people will turn their heads one way. If they assume this is all that I am.
Andres, other than the last episode where you shat on Doctors Without Borders, what else have you said that's like bad or incriminating?
Huh. You actually do have a
I'm
point
the
about
only
that.
one that really says bad shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Curiosity of times 20 where it's like, yeah, but how'd the dude get caught on the computer?
I want to know.
Just for safe online habits,
Listen, just because I watch my porn doesn't mean I don't want them to see it.
I got it. We all watch some really weird shit every once in a while.
Shut up.
Probably not to the degree of the television show.
No, probably not.
Probably. I would say definitely not, but I don't know if there's a viewer or two out there that actually you bastard,
Yeah, myself.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to the ethereal audience of
Ethereal?
Yes, the hypothetical person who is just like, hey, this is not an endorsement. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you. Listen, shit bird, you better not be watching your fucking kid porn while listening to our podcast. Nobody wants that shit.
Now we know where that one dislike is going to come from.
Yeah, that one dude who's like, you know, I was having a good time until I heard you guys tell me not to enjoy my pornography. Fuck you.
You know, I came here for a good time. Really
Unsubscribe. I'm gonna put a dislike and leave a spiteful comment.
-2 subscribers.
Oh no. The kitty jacker doesn't like our videos. Whatever shall we do? Man, this is the worst thing we've ever fucking recorded. But man, this is great. I love it. Back to Patreon. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna start giving that. I may start giving that guy money, but I would like to. And the reason I even started looking at like wanting a full print was because. So you know Isaiah Lowe, right?
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, he has like his furry avatar of his dragon self.
Yeah.
Because listen, we know.
Okay.
We both know.
Yeah. Do what you want with your life, dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Listen, he doesn't hide it. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Plus, like some of the art he's got commissioned for like his character actually looks pretty decent. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Well, I mean, you pay anybody, you can make things happen.
Yeah, but make them look good?
Hey,
that's hard.
If you have enough power, you can unscramble an egg.
No, you can't. You actually can't. Are you saying you would put the egg back together and you would fix the shell?
If you're powerful enough.
No, shut the fuck up. Even Superman couldn't do that. I know that for a fact.
Why doesn't he just try spinning it backwards then?
Because he's a cunt. But
spin the earth backwards. You can do it.
You can spin my nuts backwards, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, Superman. But I don't know. Now it's like he's got his character. It's like what would my alter ego be? My alter ego furry, probably some fucking hell spawn with like 6 arms or some shit. He'd be called the Orgy Master. I got these 6 arms and they're all ready to go.
You name that thing yourself?
Yes, on the drive over here. I was like, what would mine be? Probably some hell spawn. He probably has 6 arms. What would they be used for? Orgy Master. I don't know. I think it'd be... At first I was like, what? Because the only reason I even think that was because I recently bought the soundtrack to Doom 2016, like the new Doom game, and it's just metal. But there's 4 interludes, which are all monologues from some weird hell narrator with a super deep voice. And they're all talking about the backstory of the Doom guy, who is now known as the Doom Slayer. And the first part of it is actually my new ringtone. So if you call me and I have my ringer on, all you hear is like Hellman speaking about the Doom Slayer. And I was like, what would my character look like? I was like, he'd probably be some Dark Souls type character. So he'd have like the Doom guy helmet and chest piece with like somebody's arms and legs and the spear from the Nameless King just calling down lightning. I was like, no, it has to be some weird furry thing. It's gotta be a hellspawn. But what? How about you, Andres? What's your furry alter ego? Come on, man, think about it. What would you be? You'd probably I can see you as like some weird ethereal owl.
An owl.
An owl.
No, I don't think I got the head for that.
No one has the head for that. You'd fucking kill yourself. That's not the point. No, it's not a shame. Nobody wants that. You'd have to have like some weird track for your spine around the neck, where you just spin and it just follows.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know. No, it wouldn't. That would be nasty.
No, like if you got like some sort of like replacement for your head. Well, not replacement for your head, but replacement for your neck. Just let you do that. Be like, hey, I got eyes on the back of my head. But where's the back?
No, you know what you'd be, Andres? You would be like those... I say those, but you'd be just like a really tall person with like really thin and spindly, but with an owl head.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. But it'd be like it'd be like crazy colors, like I don't know, fucking gold and purple.
Nice.
You'd be the Lakers owl.
The Lakers.
The Lakers owl. You'd be the new mascot.
Get a jersey.
Who the fuck got dunked on? I don't know. What would you think you'd be? I like how...
That's actually that's actually a really good idea.
What, tall and
Just
spindly,
going ahead and
what,
roll with
owlhead?
it. Just be like, who comes to the Loon Court?
The Loon Court? The fuck? I don't want to go there. That sounds like a bad place to be. I just see a bunch of owls. No, I walk in, I open the courtroom, and every person in the courtroom's head just like turns 360 degrees. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here. They're actually just watching me.
From a distance for now.
And the bailiff is also like a huge jacked owl man, and he's walking in front of me, but his head is backwards. It's like I don't fucking trust this guy, and I'm just this weird crazy hellspawn with 6 arms, being like, I don't want to fucking be here right now.
Birds of prey. Pious.
I'm the hunted right now. I don't want to be here. This court's about to swallow me up. Oh, man. You would actually want to be that? You'd actually want to be a tall, spindly owl man?
I mean, that's being tall's got benefits, dude.
Well, yeah. No, but I mean, like, not even a good tall. You would be like the... What's the word? Fuck. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it.
Is it like that really thinly tall?
You'd be a useless tall. You'd be so tall, it's not practical. Like, you'd have to crouch through doorways kind of tall.
That's pretty disappointing.
No,
Like-
but it's like, because you're creepy as fuck.
Like,
but
are you saying like somewhere around over 7 feet? Because it's
like,
like
you know, okay, wait, here's a good example. I don't know if you've seen anything like it, but you know in like anime or something like that where there's like this monster and like its hand hits the roof of the top frame of the door and it kind of like peers in going like leaning down.
that should happen sometimes.
That. I imagine you doing that, but like an owl head. That's how tall you would be. You'd grip the top frame of the door and you just like, fucking slink your way in. Like Jack Skellington. But with an owl head.
Man, don't slink around. Come out in the front. Show them who you are.
No fear. No remorse. But is that like... I'm spitballing, but I'm actually curious. Would you want that? Is that what you would be?
I think the height part's pretty dope.
Really?
Like, I mean,
Like-
as impractical as I can see some things being, hey, just like if you leave out a fairly clean, like 6'10".
6'10".
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like at least a head over the rest, and just look down on somebody, and be like, hey, guy.
With your owl head? Where would your wings be? Because I would imagine you as like anthropomorphic except your head.
Probably like your back. You know, your back's pretty useful for that sort of stuff.
I know, but like I feel like it'd be so much more interesting if your arms were the wings, but you still had like hands. Or at least just like claws that looked like hands. So you'd actually like pick things up. Because how else are you going to get work done? You're a business owl.
Sounded a little bit more like a bat now, like a really tall bat. If you got like the claws going.
Owls have claws. They have talons.
Yeah, they got talons, but it's
But you'd have normal
They
feet.
only got like 2 at the bottom, and then the wings are all sort of just one thing. So reaching out, it's like either I'm reaching with my foot or I'm like a really big bat.
But I'd want you to be able to do things. And if you have wings for arms, you wouldn't be able to do things.
Your spirit animal needs to be useful.
You need to be fucking useful, man, alright? How else are we gonna be the fucking dirty pair? We're a private dick organization, and like I'm the bad cop and you're the good cop. I need you to do the paperwork so I don't have to do them, and you can't do them without hands. Or something resembling hands.
Paperwork says you don't have a warrant. Says who?
Paperwork says I don't need it, and I just punch him.
My face is a warrant. To surmise the Transformers movie.
Is that actually what happens at one point?
It's like in one of the Transformers movies, he was just like, my face is my warrant, or something like that.
That's so dumb. Oh, that's a horrible line. Oh my god. Fuck.
Could just be like, the world's already mine. Why are you stopping me?
Just let me in my house. We'll walk in with you, don't worry.
This is your house? You pay taxes? Those taxes go to me. I do things with taxes. Your tax money. This is my house.
Fuck you. See, that's the kind of shit I would imagine the Owl Man saying. Like, he's super just condescendingly witty. Like, damn it, I don't know how to argue that because he's kind of right, but he's also wrong.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Oh my god, you fucking... That's like impossible to pick up. Andres, please purely describe your Owl Man now. What kind of clothes does he wear?
Well, obviously he doesn't like a suit and tie because, apparently like the tie, it's not going to restrict him or anything, but it's going to be really weird when the head's one way and the tie's facing the other way. Because that's like a really shitty cape. It's not.
What if you put your tie like around your neck but not tightly, so when you turn, it turns with you?
That'd be pretty dope, I guess.
Like you just have a suit jacket and a tie, you don't have like an undershirt?
Yeah, maybe something like that. I mean, obviously, I can't really wear like a hoodie or anything like that because if I turn my head
What if you had a
around...
bow tie? Or is that too like stereotypical of owls at this point?
That's kind of a stereotype, but I kind of like the idea of
Like
going ahead.
I like how we're discussing owl stereotypes.
Going ahead and just pull like the bow tie apart and just make it like into a cape or something, like a fireproof cape. Just
What?
be like, yeah.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's like the bow tie's got to be useful, dude, and I don't see the bow tie being very useful.
I don't
unless
see your
like,
tie being very useful either. It's a tie. Yeah?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess it's basically the same fucking thing.
But then I guess a bird really doesn't need a cape because I mean it's got
No.
wings. Doesn't make any sense.
Your wings are your cape. I don't know, I just feel like if it's I feel like birds of prey that have been anthropomorphized are weird if they have wings on their backs and arms, because that's not how birds work. I mean, dragons can do that, but not birds.
Probably going ahead and get like a Monster Hunter illustration book where it's like, here's the biology of animals. It's like, dope. Let's make this work.
What if you have your wings just wrapped around your arms?
Kind of makes sense, but what if it like went over the shoulder instead, so that way it could just like flap open in front,
With your
go on
wings?
back. Yeah,
If they're on your back, but they're draping over your shoulders?
yeah, like draping over your shoulders where the collarbone is. Like that way you can go on ahead and cover your front if you need to. Looks like a cape kind of in a way. Then you can be lax.
But a
You can be
front
heavy
cape?
with it.
It doesn't...
We can go ahead and make it look like there's judge frills. Like
You're
really
wearing-
emphasize on that court
You're
thing.
trying to wear a fucking poncho or something over here. I don't fucking get it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta cover everything, dude.
No, you don't. Like, I want to make this a thing. I want this design to be real. And then have it commissioned, and then give it to you, and be like, you're fucking Owl Man now. What's up? We'll worry about the name later, but we're gonna get... I don't care if we take the rest of the time doing this. This is fun. I like this. I like this shit. Because then we get to work on mine, my fucking Hellspawn.
Fucking owl, man.
Yeah.
Just be like, my parents are dead too.
I killed them. And ate them for power.
No, you ever seen the Crisis on Two Worlds
No.
movie? They had like a Batman equivalent. He was like literally
Jesus
just
Christ.
Owl Man. And he
Owlman.
he was voiced by James Woods too, so it was really really weird.
What?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't want to watch that. That doesn't sound
No,
very good.
it was just something like this. And on another planet, and on another planet, choices went differently. This is the only choice that will really matter. I don't know if that picked up very well.
Yeah, it probably picked up just well enough
Yeah.
for people not to like it.
And like I can't do a James Woods impersonation because it's like somewhere between like that no nasal, like dude, where did your nose go? And then the next planet.
Who would want to do a James Wood impression?
Nobody. So it's
There
like
you go.
who thought he was a good voice actor though? It's just
Yeah, that's true. Well, he's probably he was a big name for a while.
look. I gotta say it worked out. He actually sounds decent. He sounds clean. It worked out fine. But really, you can't separate it from James Woods once you know who he is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that kind of sucks about voice acting because after a while it's like you don't have range, but you're still getting work because you have a really good voice and fucking Nathan Drake and
That's Sabat right there, and then that's young Bosch right there, and then
that's Mozart over there.
they won't ever be remembered for who they are. They'll be remembered for their voice actors. That's sad.
Wait, hold on. I don't think I was following the joke.
It's not a joke. It's serious. Like some of these people, they'll be remembered for being their voice actors than who they.
Young Bosch?
Johnny Young Bosch.
Who was he? What did he do?
He was the guy that did Bleach, the main character for Bleach, Trigun.
Oh, Ichigo.
Yeah, Ichigo.
That was him?
That was him, yeah.
Fuck. Wait, he was also in Code Geass, though.
Was he?
He was Lelouch.
Huh.
He has some range, you know?
He has some range.
He does pretty good.
What do you know?
Yeah, he does some good work.
I'm never gonna forget that now.
Yeah. I when my friend told me that, I was like, holy fucking shit, are you kidding me? I think I found, also he does, Yuna Arakami, that's his name, from Persona 4. He's in the animated series, Persona 4 the animated series, he does Yuna Arakami. So, awesome to him. That show is actually, you should watch that show, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
It's useful.
It's pretty funny, actually. It's so good. Because that game gives you choices in certain events, and like, you would think like, oh, well, what choices are they going to do for the game? And it turns out they did like all of the middle choices, which are like kind of like the goofy answers, kind of. And it's like, all right, that's pretty good. At least they know. Gotta get resituated. Back to your owl, man. I'm not dropping this shit. I want this.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I want this.
We're gonna get somebody who's useful.
I'm gonna get you. We're gonna get somebody.
What is his occupation?
We told you, man. He's a private dick, along with me.
Okay, private dick.
Yeah, he's a private detective. What's we still need to figure out what to do with his wings.
Does he specialize in interrogation or does he specialize in forensics?
Both.
This may be the answer.
Both.
Both. Okay.
Clearly both.
Okay, clearly both.
He also has an eye for things.
Well,
So he's pretty good in...
Obviously, birds of prey.
I feel like my character would be better in interrogations purely for intimidation factor. Because I'm a fucking hellspawn. What?
I mean, I'm just saying, pound of flesh, versus an actual bird,
I'll kill you. You fuck. Don't start this with me. My hellspawn will be the best hellspawn to ever be spawned.
Rat grew the wrong way, sure.
No, his name will be Lamagra.
Lamagra?
Lamagra.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Do you know what it means?
I don't know.
Let me look it up. Hold on. Keep going. So, we need to figure...
Is this something that just came out of your head, like calling Lamagra?
Not necessarily. It has some... It does have some background. Oh shit, he's from Blade.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. Lamagra. An immensely powerful and ancient blood god, he is the patron deity of vampires, is an important figure in vampire lore as he created Drake, the first vampire. Lamagra.
Oh, cool.
Lamagra can only be
cool.
summoned through a special ritual that requires the blood of the Daywalker. After being summoned, Lamagra used the body of Deacon Frost as his avatar until the latter was killed by Blade.
Oh, cool. If we're going all the way into that kind of territory for naming, hey, go on ahead. I'm Lord Aim,
You're
go
what?
Ahead. Lord Aim.
Lord Aim?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not
like
familiar.
Lemageddon shit.
Who?
Lemageddon shit.
Who?
Aleister Crowley. Demons,
I don't... Hold on.
that
Let me
bird
look it
of
up.
knowledge and shit.
I
think that's him. Aim.
Lord A-I-M?
Yeah.
Lord Aim. I'm not getting much.
Nope, that's not him.
Are you
It's the
sure?
Duke. No, yeah, it's the wrong one. Whatever.
No.
Whatever. There's like
What's the
2
bird?
million. It's like AIM.
A-I...
I got this dude instead.
What the fuck?
There's too many of these fuckers to keep up with.
Dude. I'm the hell spawn. You just showed me a bunch of pictures of weird cult and demon shit.
Oh, dude, I was looking for this guy. I was looking.
Yo, he looks like a fucking badass. Don't wanna fuck with that dude.
For context, this just looks like a dude with an owl's head and
No. Tell the people what to look up to get that.
I'm gonna have to view the original image. I'm gonna have to find out what this dude's.
No, would you Bing to search that? Would you Google?
I literally just Lord Aim.
Lord Aim and then images.
Yeah, images.
Images, and which one is it? Like how far down do you have to go?
It's like 4, 7, 11, 9, 11.
Okay, tell them what to
13,
specifically.
14. Like the 14th image that I see.
The 14th? I don't even fucking see that. I really don't. I'm not getting it. I'm getting a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Oh, looked up under a different name. It's Andros.
Lord Andros? Andros Demon.
Andros.
Andros Demon. Andros Demon. Oh, yeah, you're fucking something.
Some fucking bird. But dude, look at this guy. He looks a little more useful.
No, he doesn't. He looks like something from like a Charles Dickens fever dream.
Fucking fever dreams.
Yeah. So your name is now Andros?
Yeah, it's not too far out. Sure, why not? People be like, you that creative with that name?
No.
No.
Listen,
Sorry.
if you have issues, talk to my partner, La Magra. It's like, I don't think I want to talk to La Magra. And he's like, hi, I'm here. Well, we're going to be named after demons. That's our gimmick.
Sure, why not?
Our company will be called Demons May Cry. We didn't steal it for anything, don't worry.
Salt may suck.
Salt may suck. What?
I don't know.
I know, where did that come from?
It was some line of thinking that I don't know why.
Listen, Andros, I'm gonna need you to calm down real quick. So fuck it. Yeah, sure, your name is Andros from now on. But I guess you're just gonna be normal dude with owl wings and a head. Owl head.
Sure.
Just really tall.
Really tall Birdo.
Really tall. Birdo. No, you don't want to be Birdo. Nobody wants to be Birdo. You kept that hole open to everybody. Talking about the Mario character. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me show you a picture of Birdo. Because Birdo is some shit. Birdo.
Let's take a look. Oh, Birdo.
That's Birdo.
Yeah, that's Birdo.
That's fucking weirdo.
Ugh.
Birdo's such a fucking creepo.
Yeah.
Nobody likes her.
Who wears a bow on the head? I haven't seen anybody
Whose
wear a
mouth
bow.
doesn't close? That was her
That
mouth.
sounds like an insult.
Well, it kind of is, depending on who you use it towards. Listen, lady, why don't you just close your mouth? There'd be no problem if you just shut up. Yeah, that sounded real bad, huh?
So what, we going ahead and we solve these supernatural crimes, or are we just like solving regular crimes? It's
Both.
Like, why'd you call us here?
Both. It's both.
Why'd you call these guys here? I did nothing wrong.
Not yet.
Just be like, tax evasion.
Yeah, we get contracted by the police to do normal shit like that. It's like, hey, we need to go bring this guy in for tax evasion. Why us? It could be something else too. We don't know yet.
You know, I'm pretty sure you're embezzling, so you know, just keep your head about you, because I got a good head.
Yeah, you do. You got the smartest head. What's your color scheme?
Color scheme.
Yeah, man. You can be like, what's your suit color? What color are your feathers?
Well, I mean, like bird probably gonna be brown. So
Andres, come on.
Yeah, brown bird, man.
Get creative with it.
Well, I can give him a purple suit and he'll be a pimp.
Yes, but what color are your feathers? Because that's what people will be looking at.
Look,
Yeah?
why not brown?
Oh my god, Andres.
I'll like blend in with a whole bunch of office equipment. I'll just lay on
Listen,
somebody's
man,
table and just
You're
wake up.
listen, this is your furry avatar, alright? You can't have a normal color scheme. Yeah? You're really struggling on this one.
Yes, I'm really struggling.
Andres, what are
okay.
some
Okay.
name some of your top list colors. What are some of your favorite colors out there?
Okay, let's go with red,
Okay.
blue,
Okay.
mahogany brown's pretty dope.
Okay. Real specific on that one for some reason.
Well, do I gotta go like, oh, navy blue, fire red,
Well, no, but I mean like
leaf green?
anything. Shut up. Any other ones?
Uh,
Get out of the fucking normal spectrum, man. You just picked like the three most basic colors.
dude, I don't dye my hair.
Neither do I, but like fucking, you know the color spectrum. Get a purple suit. Match it with the feathers. Think about it.
What color's
Or-
purple?
Or maybe Make the suit gold. Gold with a platinum tie.
Well, why am I not just made of gold? Let's be honest.
Well, your feathers.
I can go on ahead and keep myself going. I can do this for a hobby. It's like my job is fun, and I'm literally made of gold. Why not?
God damn it. What color?
I can be like a cheapskate made of gold. Style way, it's like whenever I have to pay for something, it's like crap. Will feather cover
But
this?
here's the thing, Andres. There's your feather color, and then like there's the other color as well, like the chest color and whatnot. What about those?
What are those?
Yeah, man.
I could
Hold
just
on,
be
I'm gonna ruin my Bing history and look up furry owl avatars. Hope I spell it right.
You're dragging us all down with this already, so
No.
you know it's not like it's anything.
Why are you saying it like I'm dragging you down, man? I think I'm bringing this up. Avatar. Okay, here we go. Okay. There's some good stuff in here.
Really now?
Listen, you could be you
DeviantArt?
could be this. This monstrosity.
It's too thick though, man.
Look at you.
Look at that.
You look like a fucking void.
I look more like a totem pole or something like that. You know, like it's not like I'm actually there or anything like that. That's
Well, there's not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not getting a lot to work with. I'm getting a lot of stuff from Avatar, The Last Airbender.
congrats.
No, it doesn't help me. There's no good color schemes. What, okay, we gotta think. What are some good colors that accent each other? What are some colors complements? Isn't green a complement to red?
Not
Is
really.
that the other way around? There's red a complement.
Because it's like you gotta look for like those cool colors along with hot colors. Because it's like you can have like a whole bunch of warm colors.
Well, no, because
together, and
if
it'll just be
if you have a complement in the color, then it'll pop more.
yeah, and I'm thinking that like if you want to do like a character design, you probably don't want to look like a Thanksgiving turkey of like orange and then red and then yellow.
Well, no, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Complementary colors. So there's red and green, red, orange, and blue green, blue and orange, blue violet and orange yellow, red violet and yellow green. I think there are some good colors here that you could mix. You could do. You got violet and yellow. You got blue violet. I think blue violet and orange yellow would be a pretty good color scheme. Or blue green and red orange. It kind of looks like blue green. Kind of looks like teal. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with colors. That one.
Yeah, that could probably pass as like a jade or teal.
Yeah, like a teal.
Yeah.
Just pick your fucking colors, man. Get your shit together.
All right. Let's go blue violet,
Blue violet. All right.
and let's go on ahead and ignore the comparison and just go to blue green. Blue violet, blue green.
Why?
So that way I can be one of those birds of the night, blend in with the dark. Like those really dark blue ninja suits instead of being like anything else.
Okay, that's a weird way to describe it.
Yeah, like why would you be a bird of prey and then be really visible at night? That's like not smart, dude.
Not smart, he says. Fuck it. Fine.
You gotta like sneak up on people and be that like mahogany brown, lie on their table
What
and
is
watch
with-
their keyboard.
Oh my god. Yeah, you put their keyboard on top of you, and you're just like, they won't know I'm here.
They're trying to use their computer, but they don't know that their hand's actually on your head, and you're just watching them try to type something in. So that's your password, huh?
Oh, that's creepy as fuck, man. That's really weird. I'm just imagining an owl, and all I'm there is just like, the fuck.
Really hard to hide though, because you're like really tall too.
You're tall. You're longer than the desk.
You had to clear off their entire desk and put it in a box. So to hide yourself, you had to put like a little "you're fired" little label on the table
No, what
to
you
make
have,
them think it's their last job.
no, what you have to do is you have to take the stuff off their desk and put your legs out, and then put their stuff on top of your legs, and just hold them out there. Just a really long front part of the desk. I'm like, well, that was nice of my wife. Give me this longer desk. And that's what you become. the rest of your life. Your desk. How's it feel, Andres, to know that you're a desk now?
I
Mr.
feel like I blend
Andros.
in really well. I feel like I blend in really well, like a window in a row full of paintings.
Like a window in a room full of paintings.
Yeah, just stand outside the window. That's a really cool bird.
Your face is just pressed up against the window so that it doesn't look like you're moving. They're like, wow, that one's really okay. I'm gonna walk
Aggressive.
away. That one's in there for sure. That one's really coming at you.
Is that fresh paint?
Is that fresh paint? They're just like, I wonder how this was done. They're like, one of the employees like, nah, that guy just kind of hangs out there. What? Guy? Oh shit. You haven't been taking pictures of him, have you? He doesn't really like that. And I'm like, you just reach through the window and just grab the camera, take a picture of them and give it back.
Sometimes you gotta do like a really direct approach, because it's not just, all these nice things of people just taking money because money's easy.
Would you just headbutt the window and break it?
To test some things.
You fucking greedy monsters.
Somebody broke a window 2 miles from here. I gotta recreate that scene. You mind if I borrow your window?
Just punch it out. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be the worst, actually.
Looks like somebody swooped down and clawed up our victim here. Wonder who could do something like that.
Who would do something like that? It was me. It was me, Andros. It was me all along.
No.
Not you, La Magra. I'm sorry. I'm a demon, man. I gotta do it.
You stiffed me with a lot of paperwork and I have to do it all over again.
Nah.
And then what?
And then I have all my 6 arms just like flicking go off at the same time. And they're like, ah. I'm not gonna name my character La Magra. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doubling down. I'm totally naming him La Magra. And now I got to think of some weird design for him. I don't think he'll have 6 arms.
Just like have like a pin suit that has like Lil and Babel like fuck yous all over it.
Fuck you, no. Not a pin suit. God, no, not a pin suit. It's gonna be like... Oh, fuck. Man, I don't know, actually. I can't think of anything. I've got nothing on him. I really wanted to go for just some actual monster.
Like use bandages then, because like you're just a bunch of flesh.
Pretty much. Imagine a mummy, but I'm leaking more. Oh no. What it would be? It'd be something like Eliza from Skullgirls who turns into a skeleton.
You could do that.
Have you seen that thing with Eliza that she does?
I've seen a lot of things from Skullgirls.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
That form is really cool. She just turns into like a blood portal and her skeleton attacks you.
Whoa.
It's pretty neat. It's really cool.
So what, just like go through a D20 campaign of like a bird trying to find a murderer.
It's a homebrew. We made our own D&D quest of just an owl and a demon. You have to roll in all like your interrogations. What'd you get? A 9? Yeah, you didn't intimidate him.
No. Not with those eyes, you didn't.
Not with those eyes. You got to stare harder. You didn't put enough points into stare.
Then I'll put time into it. I'll keep coming here.
Over and over and over.
But that's not legal. We can only hold it for 24 hours.
And then you take him to your place and just tie him to a chair and kick him over so he can't get up.
Laws? What are those?
But nothing but constraints for me to break. Oh man. I feel like we're just making really weird, convoluted D&D characters at this point.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Don't worry, I'm definitely going to try to commission someone to make something for you. And when I get my thing done, I'm definitely going to get someone to commission my thing.
This will be great.
Oh, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be a piece of shit is what it's going to be. I'll make sure to get some, go do extensive research and find good examples to pull from. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think this is
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. We've kind of run this into the ground.
It's been run into the ground. We're actually heading towards your Black Mirror episode. We've gone so deep. All right, fuck it. Bye.
Pie nature.